Creative Theater Fun is 3 and 4-year-olds. So they're our little guys, but they are doing a great job. We will be doing something a little different from last session. We are going to be acting out Little Red Riding Hood. For Creative Theater Fun, there's no memorization involved with that. We don't ask them to memorize anything. They're so little. But we will be acting it out. So if I could have my Creative Theater Fun class come up here. And actually, I'll have you guys come up this side. They're going to tell us how old they are, and then tell me what character you are playing in Little Red Riding Hood, okay?
I want to see this
So let's start right here. What's your name? And how old are you? 4. And who is your character? Mother. Very good. Name, sir?
My name is Tony.
How old are you?
Is it going to be your twin?
And who is your character?
Yeah.
The woodcutter, okay? Name?
I'm going to be your twin.
Wolfie.
Mercy. How old are you? Who's your character?
Little Red.
What's your name? Rowan. How old are you? 3. Look at your audience. Tell them who you are in the play.
Is it going to be your twin yet?
You're Little Red. Right, all right. What's your name? William. How old are you? And who's your character? The wolf. Okay. What's your name?
Mama.
How old are you? Who's your character?
Grandma.
Grandma. Okay, very good. I'm Miss Megan. I'm 23. Okay, we are going to have you guys go to your places for when our play starts. See how this. The exciting thing about this show is that it's different every time. I'm very excited to see this stuff. Okay, where do you go? Remember? We have Little Red. Oh dear. Okay, so here is Little Red Riding Hood. You guys ready? Face your audience. Once upon a time, there was a little girl who lived with her mother at the edge of a village near the woods. Her mother made her a bright red cloak with a hood, and soon everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her mother said, "Little Red Riding Hood, your grandma's very sick. I have made some cakes for you to bring to her. Your visit will cheer her up." Little Red's grandma lived in a cottage deep in the middle of the woods, almost half a day's journey away. But Little Red Riding Hood loved her grandma very much and looked forward to the visit. She wrapped herself in her bright red cloak and said, "I will bring Grandma the baskets and tell her some stories to make her laugh." Then her mother gave her the basket of cakes that she had made. Because there's treats in there. She hugged Little Red Riding Hood and said, "Now remember, child, don't dawdle or stop to talk to strangers you meet on your way." Thank you, Mother. Off went Little Red Riding Hood, cheerfully skipping through the woods, eager to see her grandma. The woods were filled with birds, and she had a pleasant time listening to their song and admiring the pretty flowers. dear, he said with a toothy grin. I'm going to visit my grandma. She is ill and I'm taking her this basket of goodies. They sound delicious, said the wolf. To himself he said, they will make a sweet dessert after I gobble her up. He was about to pounce when he heard the ringing axe of a woodcutter working nearby. So pleased to have met you, the wolf bowed, and then he hurried off to reach Grandma's house before Little Red did, planning to eat both them and the cakes.
Want to be a train, Mama? Yeah. Yeah, wait. What?
When the wolf got to Grandma's house, he knocked on the door and called out in a high voice, pretending to be Little Red. It's me, Grandma. I've come to visit you with a basket of goodies. The delighted Grandma opened the door, and the wily wolf chased her up the stairs. Chased her. He chased her up the stairs and locked her in a cupboard. The wolf put on the Grandma's glasses and bed cap and jumped into bed, waiting for Little Red Riding Hood to arrive. Meanwhile, Little Red Riding Hood continued on her way, stopping to pick some wildflowers and to play with the creatures she met. Finally, she arrived at the cottage, and she went inside. Her grandma was in bed, surrounded by blankets. Little Red Riding Hood thought she looked very ill indeed. Where's he?
Grandma, what big eyes you have. Grandma, what big ears you have. Grandma, what big teeth you have.
He leaped up and he chased the guy down the stairs. But the woodcutter, who had been working nearby, heard the commotion. It sounds like someone needs help, he said. He ran towards the house and chased the wolf down the path and into the woods. Little Red Riding Hood sprung the latch of the cupboard, freeing her frightened grandma. Then all of them sat down and they shared the tasty food that Little Red Riding Hood had brought. The end.
Want to be a train, Mama?